The Panovich Rav Yosef Kahneman Zecher Tzadik Levracha, was an incredible personality. He was a man of vision. He built his Yeshivas Panovich, and believed that it could serve as the center of the city of Bnei Brak, which it does to this day, with Torah being learned all hours of the day and night in that yeshiva. And Rav Kahneman served as an inspiration to his Talmidim, to his students, who were incredibly close to him, and who literally listened for every single word that came out of his mouth. But what was so incredible about Rav Kahneman was that he wasn't only an inspiration to his Talmidim, to his students, but he found a way to connect, to pull at the heartstrings of those who were very far away from his yeshiva, those who were very far away from Torah, and to connect to people in a way that they felt that there was something that they wanted to gain from him, to learn from him, that can bring them back to their roots on some level. And so one of his Talmidim said to him, Rebbe, how do you do it? How do you speak to people who are so not like you? And one would think that those people would not even want to hear from you. How is it that you're able to inspire them? How is it that you're able to connect to them? And he responded and said, take a look in Parshas Vayetze. Yaakov Avinu comes to the well, and he sees in Haran, and he sees that there are shepherds standing around. And so he inquires, he says to these shepherds, why are you standing around? There's still time left in the day. And Rashi explains to us that what he was really saying to them was, if you work for someone else, then you shouldn't be standing around, because you should be with the sheep, they should be grazing, and you're literally stealing from your employers. And if you're owners, if you own this flock yourself, then why are you standing around? There's still more work to do. There's still more that you can gain. There's still more that you can prosper with. And so they responded to Yaakov, not as telling him to get out of here, but they explained to him, they said, listen, you have to understand, there's a very big rock that's covering up this well. And we don't have enough people to pull off the rock. So we can't give water to our flock. And so we wait for everyone to come, and then we pull off the rock together, which made perfect sense. Yaakov then inquired, who do you know, Lavan? And of course, the shepherds responded and said, yes, sure, and here is Rachel, his daughter, coming. And Yaakov sees Rachel, he pulls off the rock by himself, and he gives water to drink to Rachel's sheep. The rest, as we know, is history. But Rav Kahneman questions and says, what a chutzpah of Yaakov. Here he was, a stranger, and he starts almost accusing these shepherds of not doing their job correctly, of wasting the money of their employers, of literally stealing from their employers, or giving musar to the potential owners of these flock, and saying, well, you should be doing more, you can gain more. Who did he think he was? And so Rav Kahneman said, the key to understanding Yaakov's behavior and why the shepherds were not angry at Yaakov is one word. Yaakov said to them, Achai me'ayinatem. He said, my brothers, me'ayinatem, where are you from? And that's why they responded without feeling accused. That's why they responded in a friendly way to Yaakov by explaining to them why they were all gathered around. How often do we find in life that when we approach someone, something goes wrong, and they think that we're criticizing them. They think that we're being harsh toward them. And because of that, they block us out or they attack us back. Rav Kahneman explained that when he approaches people, he always says, Achim Yekarim, my wonderful, my devoted, my precious brothers. And he would say in Yiddish, Taira Briderlach, my Taira, my special, my beloved siblings, my brothers. And that is in essence what Rav Kahneman says was the key to his success. It's important for us to realize that when we speak to someone, if we're going to come across in a way that they are going to feel threatened, they're going to absolutely block out everything that we say. But if we come across to them and give them a sense of sincerity and a sense of love and a sense of care, and we respect them and look and present to them as if we are connected and really care for them, then they're going to be able to hear anything that we say. That was the lesson that we learned from Yaakov Avinu, the lesson Rav Kahneman applied to his life, and the lesson we can learn from both and apply to our lives as well. And we should be zocheh, we should merit to think what we say before we say it, and hopefully, if we are careful, our words will be received by the person that we are speaking to. Wishing everyone a good Shabbos.